Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Christmas special that we have planned for you today. We are going to go over some hot topics of the Christmas period. So, without further ado, this is Steve Barra. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this Christmas special of SteegCast. With me today, I have the three wise men of Mr. Gareth Burrow.
Hello.
Mr. Tom Cartwright.
Hello.
And Mr. Gene Jenkins.
Season's greetings to you all.
Greetings.
How are we all doing on this fine festive period?
Jolly good, son. But I've had a white pear tea when I've been waiting. Down there, it was fucking fantastic. I got a box of heroes. Yeah. I got a can of that shit. I'm ready to go.
Oh, well, I'm good. I've had my dinner. I'm all ready for this episode. We've got it's just like a little festive special, really. Nothing too much. A few fun facts here and there. I know Gareth has got a quiz planned towards the end as well. A classic SteegCast quiz, which we haven't done in a while, which will be interesting, and hopefully everyone listening and watching this can play along at home. So, I was going to start with what we've been up to since our last special, really, because we haven't been doing regular episodes lately because of, well, situations, I guess. Hopefully in the new year we'll start going back to our audio format and that usual thing. But yeah, it's been since the Halloween special was our last actual episode. So anything interesting happened to anyone? Any good stories or?
I've been burgling the neighbours to get gifts to my family. But other than that, it's still like.
Is that what you got that hat on for?
So I got that done, yeah. My burgling hat.
Well, I just had a freeway with Kim Wilde and Mel Smith by yeah, that was interesting. Not really, no.
She doesn't look happy, I'll tell her. So,
I was disappointed on various levels.
He looks like his fart is just hitting the smell. Like that's what he looks like.
That's hell of a, yeah.
Well, I yesterday at the time of this recording, I went and had my COVID test yesterday.
Oh shit! How did that go? What happened?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
You've had your test results already.
Yeah, it takes half hour. Basically, what they do.
Different kind of test, yeah.
Yeah, they give you like what's it called? A swab, as I can think of the word. You put it down the right-hand side of your throat for 5 seconds, left-hand side of your throat for 5 seconds, then you put it up your nose for 10 seconds, and then you hand it back to them.
There you go.
You handed the swab back to them, just as a swab?
Well, yes, on a big long stick, like, and they're all like wearing gloves and all the shit, like. And
I had to like seal mine in like biohazard bags and stuff.
That's what they did. So they put it into a bag then, and then they chuck it over to another team to be tested. And I've got to stay on the premises for half an hour, and I get a text message saying I'm positive or negative or inconclusive, and I got negative.
So what happens if you're positive? Are you ferried out around the back of the leisure centre and neck shot? Or are you...
No, you just got to stay like in the area. So in Merthyr where we do it, it's a leisure centre. And in this leisure centre, there's a cinema, McDonald's, and a few restaurants, whatever. Not advised to go to those restaurants or anything, but just sort of stay in the
nothing wrong with that, Nando's, man.
So, just advised to stay in the car, really. So that's what I did for half an hour. I just stayed in my car and watched YouTube until I got my text message. But I don't know what happens if you're positive, to be honest. They probably tell you to just go straight home and isolate, I imagine.
If they found a shop for a baguette on the way.
Yeah.
Up to Tesco's on the way home.
Tesco, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if people have done that, but But yeah, to be fair, I thought I was going to be in like a queue, and I literally just walked straight in, and I was barely there for 5 minutes.
Same.
So,
Both tests I've done, just straight in, straight on, like done. Like
yeah.
there's no one's ever there.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot busier than what it was, but it wasn't, thankfully.
That's what the news is telling you anyway.
I had a letter through the door of the NHS telling me I should go get tested. Apparently, the Troy Drew is one of the highest areas at the moment.
It's good of all the orgies, son.
Yeah, I should stop making a killing off organising them, though. So, organising. But yeah, am I surprised Troy Drew is one of the highest? No, I'm not. But there we go. How's everyone's Christmas beer orders? What did you say? Sorry.
Wasn't Merthyr Tydfil the worst in the UK? Did it still hold that record?
I don't know anymore, but it was a few weeks ago. That's why this whole army testing thing started.
Yeah, we're not talking Wales. We were talking the whole of the UK, weren't we?
All of the UK. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty bad, isn't it? For the UK,
it is bad, yeah.
The record
and as well,
I
don't know what.
As well.
I don't know what kind of data they're using to quantify that, but Merthyr is also like one of the smallest boroughs. So I don't know if it's just it's not adjusted for scale, maybe, or maybe it's really small and really bad, and is therefore just extra bad. I don't know.
Isn't it based percentage versus population? Isn't that how they?
Oh, right. There we go. Then so no, the scale of it doesn't. The scale of the size of the borough doesn't come into it.
So for example, you could have more people in Manchester. Like Manchester has more people, and more people have COVID in Manchester than Merthyr, but it's a higher percentage of the population in Merthyr that have COVID than the high population in Manchester that have it.
I'm glad you said that, because Gaz would have just corrected us next week anyway. So 1-0 to you, go probably 1-9 to Gaz.
How do you think that they recorded the whole White Sox thing? Well, for the benefit of the tape, Merthyr is recorded as the White Sox capital of the UK, as in more White Sox sold in Merthyr Tydfil.
I didn't know that. When did you find that out?
How would they even know that, though?
It is a known thing. That I thought that was a thing, a Merthyr thing.
Well, forces are obviously out to prevent this from continuing. I went to Sports Direct yesterday to buy some new shoes, and you get those literally fucking buckets of socks next to the tills, and none of them were white. They were all black or grey.
But were you looking for the white ones?
I wasn't. No, I was looking for black ones.
I don't.
That's right.
But you worked in retail within Merthyr Tydfil. When you worked in retail, did you sell many white socks, or did you see many come in and stuff?
Yeah.
I've never bought white socks in my life. I'm going against the grain.
I think it's based on sort of import in that, and how many white socks are brought in by shops in Merthyr. I think that's probably how it's measured.
White socks sound like a radicalized political group.
The White
Sox are rising up against the red shirts or whatever.
Yellow vest.
And the name Merthyr White Sox, didn't we, Rich? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was our little band name when we did a covers set in Ireland.
Sounds like a localized bipartisan terrorist organization.
I made the logo. I made a logo based off the Boston Red Sox logo. I basically just ripped that logo off and put Merthyr White Sox on it. Yeah. There is a Boston White Sox as well, coincidentally, but yeah, another thing.
How is everyone's Christmas beer haul holding up? We did a Christmas beer haul.
Yeah. I'm saving as we get more into the Christmas.
Yeah. I'm trying to go for one a week, but because I've off for 6 days, I've had a few. So
well, you had more than the rest of us, didn't you? Because you bought the big Christmas box.
I had the 12 days of Christmas pack. I got one by here now. It's the where's it going? Oh, I don't like that at all.
Further away, put it further away.
It's the Galois Christmas book. Nice, it's lovely.
Looks like something you find in Aldi's, son.
Yeah, it does look exactly like something you'd find in Aldi's. Absolutely.
I haven't touched any of my wheat beer yet. I'm going to do it closer to Christmas like Gareth is, really. I was disappointed with my beer crate this month because I get a beer box from B52 every month. And this month I was expecting some sort of festive beers, but that's not the case. There was 2 wheat beers in there, though, which I thought, fair enough, I'll take that. But yeah, I was quite disappointed this month. I thought it'd be a bit more festive, but there we go. I did find the Estrella Dam wheat beer in Tesco, though. That cheered me right up. So.
What were the wheat beers, Rich? I don't know if you can hear me properly. What were the wheat beers?
So I had. I'll do what Sean did. It's the surfer wheat beer. Look at that.
Right.
You can surf, mate.
You can surf. See, it goes away like that. That's that one. That was all right. It's a Polish one. They like their Polish beers from Beer 52. And hang on. Let me find it. It's in my box. Where you at?
So are you aware there's a man behind you with a turkey on his head?
I don't know. I can't find it.
Time.
Is that it? Have I drunk it? I might have drunk it.
You'll have to go outside and check your recycling bin for us.
Okay, I wonder where it's gone, but I don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's a blonde ale. It's an American booty blonde ale. That's what I got.
Okay.
But yeah, tad disappointed, but yeah, whatever. Here's what it is, isn't it? I'll probably end up getting more at some point, but whatever.
How's that, man?
Right. Top professional hours for me. Fair play. Again, there we go. So yeah, I was going to kick stuff off with a bit of Christmas traditions and some traditions that are around the world, and hopefully, if any of us have any family traditions, we can share it as well. I know, I was trying to rack my brains when I was planning this cast about any funny Christmas stories from my family, and I couldn't think of any. It was well weird. I thought, there's got to be one, surely, but no, I couldn't think of any funny. Like, there's always a funny story throughout the year of my family, but like Christmas time, it's quite normal.
I think realistically, the idea of Christmas painted throughout songs and throughout pictures is one of like this winter wonderland. But a lot of time, people are just pissed off that they have to spend money on people.
Stressful, man.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even snow at Christmas. Once in my lifetime, it snowed at Christmas Day.
Snow would be nice, just on Christmas in go with them.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, has it ever snowed at Christmas Day in our lifetime?
It has in my lifetime, yes. I was 15 when it snowed on Christmas Day.
I can remember that.
What year are we talking about? Because I was thinking.
2004, 2005. 2004. December 2004.
I don't remember, see, I don't know.
I find it mental that people...
We went out, Tom. We were out in the snow on Christmas Day.
I remember this.
Yeah. It was dark, but snowed it did.
I find it strange that people like halfway around the world, they get like, summer, winters. You know what I mean? Like it's Christmas, but it's sunny, and they're having like a barbecue, a turkey on a fucking barbecue and shit. Yeah. Like,
people go away for it, don't they? Like, fuck this, let's go away for Christmas. Obviously, maybe not so much this year with COVID, but like, let's go to fucking Morocco for Christmas.
When my cousin was living in Australia for I think a year, she was out there. She spent Christmas, and she said it was one of the weirdest things I ever spending Christmas in Australia, because on Christmas Day she was by the pool, in the heat. Like, it's like it's just.
It needs to be cold. It needs to be cold.
Yeah. And you can't. You hear all the Christmas songs and stuff where it's all on with snow. You're just like in the sun. It's like, what the fuck. It's a bit weird, like. But yeah, I don't have any really, like, for me in my house, or my houses I should say, because I live down the road from my grandpa, so it's kind of just split between the two houses, and we end up going down my grandpa's for food in the end of the day and play board games and stuff. That tend to be my Christmas days, really. Open presents, play board games and that. It's pretty normal, I think.
So this is you two have been vegetarian since the vegetarian cast, right?
Yeah.
So I say you two, sorry, for everyone else. I'm referring to Gareth and Richard. So you're both having Christmas with your families this year. Has that brought any difficulties up yet? Has that come into it at all? The fact that you're not eating the Christmas goose or whatever the fuck you have?
I've always said that I will have Christmas dinner. I've always said that.
In fact, I've heard you say that on a previous cast, I think.
No, it reminds me now. I think it's is it the Becca interview, maybe? You said that on? Now I've asked this, bro.
It was because like I started doing it for the cast, and I just thought, let's see how long it can go on. But I've always said I'll have Christmas dinner. But it was never about becoming a vegetarian. It was just cutting down on it. So I don't see an issue with having it once a day, especially if you're doing it as a flexitarian style like I'm doing. Although I say flexitarian, I haven't eaten meat since then, so I have been a vegetarian for all intents and purposes up to this point. But yeah, I'm going to eat meat on Christmas Day.
I will still be following my diet. I won't be participating in meat for the benefit of the day. I'll have sort of vegetarian option or different stuff. I intend to stick with it. I'll be honest with you. I intend to stick with it here out now.
Well, today I bought myself a nice big turkey. I got it for free actually because
fell off the back of a van.
But due to this bird, I was going to say swine flu, but bird flu. Turkeys are now $2.99 a kilo, which is dirt fucking cheap. So get out there and fucking get your gobble on.
What? What's swine flu? Bird flu. There's bird flu again?
There's bird flu. Yeah, I haven't really looked into it much, but there's another fucking bird flu going around. I don't know. We'll all need to get fucking vaccines for that next before we know it.
Does anyone maybe think this might have to do with the mass industrial scale farming of animals for food? Just gonna throw that. I'm not gonna take this back to the veg cast, but does these things not even come? Do these things even like that for some people? Like it's just like swine flu, fucking bird flu. It's just like whatever the fuck coronavirus came from. I'm getting my conspiracy head on now.
That's the same issue that like Coca-Cola got with the plastic bottles and global warming. And it's like if they won't stop doing it because people keep buying it, but that's kind of the only viable option people have if they want to drink or eat that particular product.
It is. You're not going to get refillable Coke bottles, are you? Well, they might do it one day, but it's not going to happen, is it?
They make them out of paper soon.
I might just don't stick to cans. The cans taste nicer and they're easily more recyclable. But maybe they cost more to make. I don't know. But
from my experience, Coca-Cola always tastes much nicer in a glass bottle. And
yes.
I've not had Coca-Cola probably this year, mind. I haven't had Coca-Cola for a long time. I tend not to drink it at all. But I can confirm that it does taste nicer in a glass bottle, and I have had it, definitely.
I find it's one of those drinks that if you have like every once in a blue moon, it tastes really good. Like it's quite refreshing. Like
I absolutely fucking love Coca-Cola. It's like the greatest thing ever, and also the worst thing ever. It's horrendously bad for you. It's more bad for you than most people even consider realizing. It's absolute gut rot. But it's so fucking tasty.
And they use clean blood off the side of the road after car crashes.
I believe they do. I've heard that. I don't know if what the truth in that is. You put a dirty penny in a glass of Coke, it'll strip it clean. That is true. I know that much.
You put a shank of meat in there as well, and it'll just dissolve the meat.
Yeah, totally.
It's ridiculous. Really bad for you. Yeah. Just going back though, if I did decide not to eat meat on Christmas anyway, I've got like three of my family is vegetarian. One of them's pescatarian, so it wouldn't be an issue in my house anyway, even if I did decide not to eat meat on Christmas Day. But I am, so there we go. So I got some traditions from around the world. I only got a couple. I say traditions. They're more like sort of history, myth, story things of what happens at Christmas time or what did happen at Christmas time. So in Italy, they have an alcoholic witch, basically. La Befana. La Befana. That's how you pronounce it, I think. So basically, she does the whole presents for good children, coal for bad children. But the thing they added to this is that she flies around on a broomstick, but the Italian kids have to leave wine for her. Now, this was obviously parents wanting to just get smashed, like on Christmas Eve when all the kids are gone to bed. It's just like, oh yeah, you gotta leave wine for otherwise she'll give you coal. You gotta leave wine. So it's just an excuse to drink. That's my take. Hot take, Richard's hot take. Yeah, so they have an alcoholic witch basically.
They have coal mines in Italy, really? Well, like, of course they do. They must do. Fucking stupid thing to say. When you think of Italy, you don't think of like coal, do you? It's more like if you don't give Santa wine, you get a mouthful of Venetian tar rather than coal.
Basically, they made this up because like Italy's a very Catholic country, obviously, you know, home of the Pope. But they, like the Pope, way back when, they were against the idea of Santa Claus, you know, because it's like a commercial thing. It takes away from.
Are you saying that that Christmas isn't part of the Catholic faith? Where does Santa Claus come into it then? He came into it in recent times, didn't he? Like, he wasn't in the Bible or anything, was he?
No.
You weren't there with fucking Jesus and all them, was he?
Giving him fucking Hot Wheels for his
Yeah,
he's
rocks up at the fucking nativity like, where's my wine?
Santa Claus.
It's call for everyone.
On a side note, fun fact: so Saint Nicholas is what Santa's based on, just because he was a kind person and used to give presents to kids. That's what Santa Claus is based on. But all the stories you hear about Santa Claus was written by, or most of them, like, you know, how he's got all the reindeer and all that stuff. That was written by the same guy that wrote Sleepy Hollow. All those things. Yeah. So all the things you hear about Santa Claus and his sort of the mythos around him, a lot of that came from him. I can't remember his name.
I imagine the original story, like a lot of original folk tales, is probably a bit more sinister. And
well, not from him. From him, like, he genuinely loved the idea of Santa Claus and wanted to write these happy sort of facts about him, his stories about him. It's not like a Brothers Grimm situation, you know, where all the fairy tales are rather grim to begin with. But yeah. Yes, that's what they do in Italy because you know, Santa wasn't at the nativity or whatever. But speaking of nativity scenes in Spain, they have a little tradition where kids have to find a small figure in the nativity scene, and this figure. Let me just find my note. I got to get the name right. It's called the Cagana, Caganer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, they love trying to find him because it's a little guy taking a shit. Basically, and he's hidden within the nativity scene somewhere, and they've got to try and find him, and that's
some reason. Wally, but this guy having a shit.
I can't find why that's a thing. Like, why is that a thing?
What's the name again?
Cagana, Caganer. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, but yeah, Cagana. I guess it sounds sort of sounds like cack somewhere, so maybe I don't know. But I don't know where like it came from. Like, why do they do that? I couldn't find anything on that. But yeah, a shitting guy. There you go. Whatever. Well, nothing says Christmas like someone curling out a log, right? But what was the other fact there?
I found him. He's in Sean's display picture.
Oh shit! Yeah.
There he is.
I think the mistletoe. Yeah. So. On the topic of shit at Christmas, do you know what mistletoe means in German?
No.
Literally means shit on a twig.
Do you know why? I think Sam told me something about this the other day. Apparently, it's like it's a weed, isn't it, that grows in a tree, and it's just shit, like
more or less. So
it's more of a feces type product then.
Yeah, so basically, missel thrush birds eat the plant's berries, digest the seeds, and then the droppings eventually grow into new plants. So they're made from bird shit, basically. Mistletoe.
Feces type product.
Feces type product, yeah.
Very correct with the references.
I saw someone posted on someone's story on Instagram yesterday. It said something like all the male reindeers like hibernate during winter. So if Santa exists, then his sleigh is pulled by a team of strong female reindeer.
Called Rudolph.
That was literally it. That was the post. Called Rudolph and Blitzen and all this shit. Yeah. So
I thought the antlers were male though. Like with, or am I wrong?
Am I wrong? I don't know
reindeers. Female. Some are male, aren't they?
I think the antlers are male, but the antlers are female.
How many of Santa's reindeers are
So in the Steeg's favourite country and sort of birthplace of our name, in a way, in the Netherlands, they have, this one's a bit more not really PC for this day and age, I guess. So Santa has a slave, and his name is you can tell me if I mispronounce this. I probably know. It's called Zwarte Piet. Is that right?
Zwarte Piet sounds right.
Zwarte Piet.
Zwart. I think other than Zwart. I think would be. I don't fucking know. But
ZWART.
Is that black? That's Black Pete, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So yeah,
it's not PC anymore.
Basically, he's Santa's most trusted unpaid companion. That celebrate him every year by dressing up in blackface. Frequently, they also wear afro wigs and gold jewelry.
That's absolutely nothing to do with Dutch colonialism.
And
East India.
In more recent times, he has risen through the ranks. He is no longer a slave. He is a servant.
Wow. Is he unionized?
I don't think so, but I don't think the elves in the workshop would have that, would they? Who knows? But yeah, that one was, when I was reading that, I was like, is this still a thing? Surely.
It was like my shock when I was reading that Lovecraft story the other day about that cat that could like smell the rats in the walls. And this cat was named something I can't even say anymore on the air. But
can you give us a hint?
It began with N.
Is that's right? Okay.
The cat was literally called, the N word, and so it's just like, the thing is, it's written in the 1800s, so it's like, or maybe it was the early 1900s. Either way. But like, it's still fucking just reading it. It's just like this proper intense horror. Rough. How the times have changed.
Yeah.
Did they even show that? What's that Fawlty Towers episode with the majors dropping the M bomb like constantly or multiple times in one episode?
Morning, Fawlty.
Fawlty. And he's like,
ready.
Yeah, and he says, Fawlty. Drops the N-bomb, like, he's just like, oh, shit.
Ready yet?
Rough times, man. John Cleese is
breath out.
I still can't believe that the Americans tried to recreate Fawlty Towers without Basil Fawlty. No, that was the most bizarre thing ever. Like, why would you try and do a Fawlty Towers TV show without Basil Fawlty?
Like, didn't know there was
tried it with a few things over the years, haven't they? Like In-Betweeners and The Office was actually a pretty good hit. That's pretty good. Like,
that was better than the British one, though. That was an example of how they did it right, I guess. But
I think you would be in the minority there, Rich. To be honest,
I don't know, but
I think a lot of people.
Oh well, colour me surprised. I thought people prefer the existential dread of the British version over the sitcom. Just another sitcom, isn't it? The American one. Not like
just like That's What She Said jokes.
Yeah, I suppose.
It was a Kevin Smith interview on I can't remember what British show it was. I think it was Alan Carr's Chatty Man or something, and he said about he's a massive fan of The Office, and when he came to Britain, he said that he really wanted to visit Slough. He's like, I got to visit Slough, and he said he was so disappointed.
What part of The Office? Ricky Gervais's office make Slough look like a nice place to be. Fucking Jesus, like
set there for a reason, like.
On the topic of Americans absolutely sort of butchering other people's cultures, in Japan at Christmas, basically KFC decided to because of Colonel Sanders' resemblance in somewhat to Santa Claus with the white, mustache, beard, whatever, old guy.
I would have said more Rolf Harris than Santa Claus.
Yeah, could say that. But they decided to market themselves as, in Japan at least, that every American eats KFC at Christmas. So now in Japan, it's somewhat traditional to go to KFC at Christmas Day.
Fucking hell.
It's got gravy,
capitalism.
It's got gravy and chicken. Coca-Cola. They've got Coke in KFC. They have Pepsi. Nice.
Yeah,
everyone knows Americans drink Coke at Christmas time because of the adverts, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's conditioned, isn't it? Oh wait, we're looking forward to the Coke advert to the point where you'll queue with your kid for like hours just to stand outside the Coke van. When it comes to your town, I'll be doing that. Give it 3 years. I'll be one of those people. Go up to Asda, see the Coke track. Did it actually bring Coke? No. Is Coke available all year round? Yes. Why would you just like fucking if you actually think of these things as they are, you realise how fucking stupid humanity is. But it's just like that's the way it is, isn't it? Just keep smiling like
the John Lewis advert's good this year, isn't it?
Oh fucking Jesus! Wasn't it like a big fuss over which one had like a black couple in it? Which was the one this year, and everyone's losing their head over that. Well, I say everybody, racist British people are losing their head over that. It's not relatable. Who was it? Was it a Sainsbury's advert? I got to Google this now. I feel like I've made unfounded claims.
I can believe that there are people in Britain that would be an uproar because someone of colour is in an advert on TV in Britain in this day and age. I can believe that.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can see that. This thing.
Yeah, it was the Sainsbury's one. Sainsbury's Christmas advert.
What was offensive about it?
There wasn't. It was just because it was. I'm trying to find typically, I feel like all I'm getting is like opinion pieces and news about how disgusting it was that people reacted that way to it, rather than people reacting that way to it in the first place. I got an opinion piece here from Metro.co.uk, who have the audacity to block me for using an ad blocker. Which the title of this article is if the black couple in the Sainsbury's Christmas advert makes your blood boil, then there is no hope. That is the title of the article.
Things like this, and it makes me wonder, like, are they just
fueling the fire?
No, are people even outraged? Do people genuinely give a fuck, or do people just assume that people give a fuck because the news posts articles like this?
I would imagine it was like a low minority of people, a small minority of people who have reacted that way, but because of the internet, it's just been gone. Whereas it just be like a certain subset of readers of a certain inflammatory newspaper. Now it's just all over the internet, and everyone's like, and then you get all these reaction think pieces. Then, like the one I was just looking at, where it's like telling you like how it makes everyone else feel good about themselves for not thinking like that, whereas it should just be like a decent human being thing to not think like that and not be aligned to any political, opinion or stripe or whatever fucking side of the fence you sit on. It's just everything's weaponized, it's just like like these articles are ready to go. It's like, oh, here we go, let's fucking chuck all these reactionary pieces out and pat ourselves on the back for being fucking liberal. Like, whereas again, like I said, it's more about not being a cunt than any particular political alignment. But there we are. That's my rant for the day. Merry Christmas.
It takes one negative tweet to get blown up for someone to run a news article in the Metro about it. That's basically what it takes.
Do they still print Metros, I wonder, on the trains? Will I see them now in my new life from tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do they still print Metro magazine? Newspaper? Do you know that, Gab, by any chance? Does anyone know?
Yeah, you get them at train stations.
Well, like since the pandemic, like literally nobody is. Well, I'd say that nobody. There are people. The numbers of people traveling daily are significantly lower. I wonder if they still bother to print the Metro. Is all. Just wondering. Never mind. Anyway, I've derailed this enough, I think.
On the topic of Christmas adverts, though, I am assuming that all of us here are the type of people that I know there are people out there that really look forward to the John Lewis advert, and now the Aldi advert with the Kevin the Carrot. Is that the one that's going on now and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't understand how people can look forward to an advert. It really confuses me.
Look at the Super Bowl, man. The halftime ads in the Super Bowl in America, like people fucking go nuts for it. I'm pretty sure people just suffer through the football just to watch the adverts.
Yeah, I can believe that. American football's boring as hell. But yeah, I don't understand it. I can't. Like, was it last year that Aldi released the Kevin the Carrot plush toy and it sold out in like record time? And
no way!
People queuing out the shop for it.
It's like those limited edition meerkats you can get if you only insure your car with. Compare the meerkat, whatever. I got a bit. On that note, I've got a baby Safari Oleg with the original passport of authenticity. DM me if anyone wants to buy it. It's just sitting. We gathered dust for years because my dad was like, "Oh, when you did your car insurance, we did it together. They sent you a fucking little baby Oleg toy." I'm like, "I don't fucking want it." And he was like, "I'll keep it. It'll be worth a lot of money. People will go crazy for them." And now it's just sitting in my house.
Make a good Christmas present for one of our listeners.
If anybody wants a baby Oleg, a little bit dusty now. It's been in my house a few years. Generally, you could take it off my hands. I don't want it anymore. It's literally just clogging up the foot. I haven't got the heart to throw it out because he's a little cute looking thing, but he's still in the original packaging.
Give it to your dogs.
Oh, they won't last 5 fucking minutes. It'll be in bits, like decapitated Oleg.
There we go. Comment down below if you want Sean's Oleg toy.
It's the Safari edition of the baby Oleg.
Yeah,
I think.
There we go. So moving on, I when I was researching something, because I wanted some like sort of embarrassing Christmas stuff, because I couldn't bring up any of my own, I figured where better to turn to than Reddit, of course. So I've gone on to Ask Reddit, and basically, what was the most fucked up or embarrassing Christmas gift you've ever received? And there are some corkers on here, in fairness. I'll read through a couple I thought were pretty good. This one caught my eye just because it relates to a beard. So I had mentioned to my uncle one year that I wished I could grow a beard like his. Come Christmas time, my uncle hands me the present he got me. I unwrap it, and what do you know? It's his beard in a Ziploc bag.
That's class. I mean, that takes some balls, but you know.
I bet he wondered though, like, you know, why would you shave your beard? If he was so jealous of that beard, obviously he liked his beard a lot. Like,
so was the beard whole? Did it maintain shape? Was he scalped? Like beard? Not what's the beard equivalent of being scalped? Or was it just shaved into hairs? Just a bag of hair.
Just a bag of hair, wasn't it? I don't know how.
Did he come in with his like jaw muscles exposed, where he peeled the entire beard off his face, ready for reapplication? Like was the guy Ed Gein? Is it? It was like that, innit?
Oh, yeah, the chair, like.
Yeah, it was just like I've cut this beard off surgically for you. You can now apply it to your own face, you know, like that. That would be fucked up.
John Travolta and fucking Nicolas Cage.
Oh, face off. What a terrible.
I did see something actually not that long ago, a couple of weeks back. This barber in America basically was doing something for people who couldn't grow beards, and it was essentially using real hair that he's sort of imported in, and he like shaves them clean, and then he puts like it's like a material basically he puts on their face, and then he applies the hair over the top of it. So it looks like a full beard, but you've actually got like some sort of fucking
a wig. Like a
fucking Velcro beard or something. It's well weird. I was like, the fuck is that? You know, and like when it comes to having a shower, it's just gonna come off. Like, I don't know. I don't know why it's happening. But there we go. So yeah, another story. This one's a bit of an awkward one for a brother and sister, I guess. A gift card to a lingerie store from my grandma. The fucked up part was the gift itself wasn't the gift itself, but the fact that she made my poor 19-year-old brother go in and buy it. As he told it, the conversation went something like this. So the cashier, shopping for your girlfriend? No, my sister. Well, my grandmother. Awkward silence.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
I would die a death if I had to do that, honestly.
You just said yourself. What are you shopping for? Me.
Yeah. or just say it as confidently as you possibly can when you have to do a face, like, so you don't get embarrassed, I guess. So my grandmother gave me bright red undies with googly eyes on them and an extra piece of black cloth to put your dick inside as the nose. I'm a girl.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow. Oh, this one's a fucking cracker, right? So my first Christmas with my wife's family, they have a dirty Santa. His dad takes it seriously and gets adult-themed presents, but he's the only one that does it. I happened to pick his gift bag. It's a dildo and a porno with anal in the title. It got stolen from me later, but then I showed them all by stealing it back in the last round. It sits on my nightstand now, 7 years later, and I still poke my wife in the butt and ask her if she wants to try her dad's dildo from time to time.
Oh, Christ.
Oh. Right. I got to read one more of these. Like, honestly, I could go on because this thread is great. I'm going to put a link to this thread in the description, I think, because it's from like 7 years ago as well, but it's well worth a read. Definitely, if you're bored and you've got like 10 minutes or something, instead of getting gone through. Like, so there's a shirt. There's one on the shirt. Yeah. So a guy got a shirt for Christmas saying, "I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look anyway." And it was from a stepdad's mother. She knows he wants to be a doctor, and her English is really bad. He found it hilarious, and once they translated it to her, she almost cried from embarrassment. I thought it's fucking brilliant. Like, that actually reminds me of a funny story. When I was younger on my birthday, my sister told me this story. When she went to Asda with my grandmother to get shopping, and she was buying my birthday card at the same time. And basically, this birthday card had like a lot of text along the front, and then it highlights, certain words going down, so it makes a secret message in between. And the actual message itself, if you just read it normally, was quite nice, And my nan picked that up and bought it. And it was only in the car that when my sister looked at the card, it had something along the lines of, "I would like to suck your dick," or something like that. Basically, that's what like the words were highlighted. Or it wasn't dick, but like suck you or whatever. Basically about sucking you off. And my sister noticed it, and she's like, "You can't give this to Richard. You can't give."
Did she give it to you?
No, thank God. But yeah, I found that fucking hilarious. Like, it's grandparents, gotta love them, don't they?
Yeah, you just reminded me as well. Like gifts from my grandmother. She's kind of losing it a little bit now, but back in the day when I was younger, like, I used to leave toys over her house and things. And Christmas time, I used to get the toys back, like re-gifted in the present.
That's amazing.
I was like, I'm sure I've had this before. Where did that go?
It's like a hint. You don't leave this at my house again, you little
shit.
Yeah.
Cheap Christmas for her, mind.
Yeah. Oh,
classic.
So yeah, like I said, I'll leave that Reddit thread in the description below because, like I said, it's cracker. If you got like a spare 10 minutes to have a read through it, it's pretty funny. I do have a couple of Christmas facts. Like, we were on about Coca-Cola earlier, and obviously I think it's a pretty well-known fact that the reason Santa Claus is the way he looks and acts, I guess, is because of Coca-Cola. Originally, he was green, not red.
I don't think as much people know that as you'd think.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a common fact. Like.
Yeah, same. I would have said it was quite a well-known thing, but
you
don't know. Knowledge is power.
He was changed to red to coincide with their marketing plan, basically, and it's stuck. Which is why Coca-Cola is one of the biggest sort of companies in the world at the minute now. So
he's drenched red.
Christmas.
He's drenched red in the blood of all the diabetes-related amputations that are going on due to the sale of Coca-Cola. The big gulp, yo. You can't buy shit like that no more. You can't buy super-sized Cokes anymore. Like, not that it was really that prevalent.
Not in the UK, anyway.
In this country, no.
What does Soup say? It's like 3-litre flagons or...
Yeah, like you see those, like, if you just Google, like, 7-Eleven Big Gulp or whatever, these are fucking cups, like, literally, like...
Right.
Like the cinema ones. You go to the cinema and you get a Coke and it's, like, bigger than your fucking cat. And it's just, like, you know... Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can still get them in America, though. Like the super-duper mega-size things, like...
Yeah,
It's like you got, like, the width of the thing is like a massive bowl, basically.
It's like fucking Jesus Christ. You got a drink and it's like, you know, wow.
Because you see them at like baseball games and stuff. People holding them in the crowd with two hands because it's so fucking big.
Well, why is Coke always associated then with you know, with sport and stuff? They know they know what they're doing. Like all the sponsorship of the sports, this Coca-Cola or Red Bull or whatever.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
And you know, that is, if you want to be a footballer, the last thing you're going to be drinking is Coca-Cola.
What gets me though, right, is that this company pays fucking millions or billions on advertising, like as if people don't know what Coke is.
Yeah, but that's it. It's the continuing brainwashing of like, oh, it's okay to drink, isn't it? I mean, like, you know. But I don't know. I guess it is almost just one of those things that's there now, isn't it? It's like the only thing that
McDonald's too, like
Coke is the only thing that hasn't changed its recipe due to the UK sugar tax laws. It's the only thing that was like, no, we're not changing, and therefore Coke costs more. Say, for instance, you get like a drink with a meal now in, say, McDonald's is a good example, Wetherspoons is another one, right? All shit like that. But anything that comes with Coke or soft drink, yeah, so you have to pay your sugar levy if you want a full fat Coke, as they call it, you know, because they wouldn't readjust the recipe of the Coke because it's secret recipe. So
should just put cocaine back in there.
It was like wine and cocaine in it originally. Mental.
But then you know they obviously released their Coke Zero and Diet Coke, and they kind of did adhere to the sugar tax in a way because they have those drinks to adhere to. It's
been around since the 80s, 70s.
No, it's been around for a while. Coke, I don't think Coke Zero had. Diet Coke has, but
Coke Zero was in this country early 2000s.
Yeah,
it was Coke Light for a while as well. That
was was made with a different sugar. It was made with like natural sugar. You had the green cans, didn't you?
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. It seemed pointless. I think that's probably why it failed. But it didn't taste too bad. Coke Life, I think it was called. It's an L-I-F-E. I'm gonna Google this.
Yeah. Coke Life it was.
They were subtly referencing the original Santa.
I know Coke Zero was brought out to appeal more to men, wasn't it? Because Diet Coke was a woman's drink, and for men who wanted to drink.
It was Coke Life. Sorry, sweetness from natural sources. What that means, I have no fucking idea. But it had 35% less sugar than the regular full fat Coke. So it was like more in line with your Tango, your fucking Fanta, and all the other current market available soft drinks, branded soft drinks. There we go.
So yeah, off the back of the Santa Claus and Coca-Cola fact, I do have one about Rudolph as well. For another company, this time it's a department store in America called the Montgomery Ward. Basically, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was written by one of their creative writers as a promotional gimmick originally in the 1930s, and it's just taken off ever since. That's why Rudolph isn't one of the reindeers. He's never, well, not really, is he? He's not like a proper Santa's reindeer. He was like the
runt of the litter or whatever.
He's definitely.
Yeah. So and that was again like kind of a bit like the Coca-Cola thing where they redid Santa. They kind of made up Rudolph for marketing ploy. This America, man. It's capitalism. This is what happens is capitalism. Like they just make these things up and it just runs wild.
What's that?
I thought he rides up front. He's got the light.
Yeah, but because of this guy's story, I imagine.
Yeah, like the original reindeer, Rudolph isn't one of them.
He was shunned when he was shunned.
Yeah.
He was shunned. But then one time, Papa Noel, Father Christmas, he said to him, "Your nose is shining bright. Why perhaps you would like to guide my sleep tonight.
Word for word.
Yeah, no, that's right. But in the original story, one written by the guy who wrote Sleepy Hollow, Rudolph isn't one of the reindeers. That's, originally he's not. I guess now it's probably more prevalent that he is.
In the original, weren't he the huntsman that just like come in and killed them all?
Yeah.
For their heads on the wall.
Basically. You couldn't hide from him because he had a fucking massive light on the front of his face, like, so he's just shining.
Drinking too much port, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Rudolph was a huntsman. Is this legit, or you just...
In the original? No.
I want to read this.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Brothers Grimm edition, yeah. So that is like...
Jesus.
Presented by...
Fucking rewritten for a modern audience by George R.R. Martin, like fucking... Wow.
Okay, here's a bit of a QI question for you then. So, do you know what the Christmas wreath represents at Christmas?
Yes.
A Christmas wreath, you say?
Yeah.
Me.
Go, Gav.
Can I say?
Go for it.
It's the thorns around Christ's head would have been.
Christ.
Spot on, Matt. Spot on. And the
it's got a big heads, huh?
So
I was in the chair next to me. Funny you should mention it. We haven't put it on the wall yet.
Right.
Kind of morphing into the background there, but
yeah, it's kind of losing its mind, isn't it? It's kind of losing its head on when I've got this on. It's too spiky for the brand, the thing to. Yeah, Christ, Sorry?
Did you hand make that?
Christ, no, it was bought from somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. I can't get it out. I can't get my head out of it.
A ghillie suit works well, Sam.
Christ, that was a mistake. Right. Where did we get it from? It's a very good question. Made in China. Of course it fucking was. I think it came from I'm guessing TK Maxx or something, just by judging on the type of label that's attached to it. There we go.
But yeah, so the holly represent the thorns in the crown that Jesus wore, and then the berries represent the blood that he shed, and that's the meaning or the origin of the Christmas wreath, which is quite grim, really, when you think about it. Like, the Bible is a harsh read, if one would say.
Okay, but that's probably one of many things now that still tie into the original traditions of the Christian Christmas, I suppose, though.
Well, really, that ties in more with Easter, if you think about it.
That's true. Yeah, it would be more Easter, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's the birth of Jesus is what we're on about.
I've got a Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh somewhere, but I can't find it. I definitely got one though. I put it so safe to the point that I can't find it.
It's extra safe.
Isn't he?
It's lost forever.
But I do find it. I'll be sure to let you know.
Oh, cheers, bud.
Yeah.
The South Park Christmas specials were always a highlight of mine when I was younger. I did always enjoy the South Park Christmas specials. They were pretty good. Like, I think the very first episode of South Park was Santa versus Jesus. That's right, isn't it?
What's that out?
The very first episode of South Park was Santa versus Jesus. That's the first one, isn't it? Like the little stop motion short.
I don't know if it's the first. I don't know if it's the first one.
I don't know if it's the first canonical episode. I guess that's like it wasn't the pilot, as it were. So
yeah. I'm just gonna double check this.
Cartman gets an anal probe was like right at the top.
Yeah, that's the first. That's what they say is the first one. But I thought like they done like a short or something.
I don't. I wasn't knowing.
I've run out of Christmas trinkets to parade in front of you all. See, I've got a Santa hat, mate. I should have put that on. It's a Judas Cradle Santa hat.
So this is actually quite interesting. So that what I'm referring to, the Santa versus Jesus, is called The Spirit of Christmas, and it's a short film, which is the precursor to the animated series South Park. So it's actually before South Park, and it's not South Park, but it's the precursor to it.
Are the kids in it?
Yeah, they look really bad. It's really bad, like. But
I imagine it was like different bits of cardboard laid on a table, and they like move each little bit Is that how they done the original? Do you reckon?
Yeah, stop motion. So
From stop motion,
yeah,
like.
you have yeah, you know what it is, but God, stuff like that takes ages. Because I remember watching a documentary with them. I think it was the 6 Days to Air
Oh,
documentary.
it's good. I enjoyed
And they
that.
said that at the start of South Park, it took them like months to make, or so is it 6 months to make an episode, or so it's 8 months to make an episode, but they had like different teams working on different episodes, so collectively it was 8 months per episode. And now it takes them 6 days because of they're not doing stop motion, and it's all done on a computer. But it's crazy amount of time you got to chuck in for stop motion. Absolute crazy, like a Wallace and Gromit, That's a example of it. I don't even know if like in modern times whether Wallace and Gromit went to CGI. Did they? I don't actually
I'm
know.
aware of, but who knows? I could be wrong.
That's not their Christmas tradition. There's probably Wallace and Gromit. That's no doubt that'll be on.
Yeah.
Although I don't know where they stand on making new ones, because Peter Sallis from Lost in Summer Wine obviously passed away. But I don't know where they stand on making new ones. However, they do feature in an advert at the moment, possibly DFS, and it's an impression of Peter Sallis.
I was just about to say that actually, because I thought they had someone in to do an impression, because sometimes they get clips from the old like the person, like they did with Star Wars, where they get the voice, like the old voice clips, and then mold it into like, a script, which is quite intelligent, really.
Couldn't they just do the deep fake?
I looked in an ad campaign at the moment, and I'm pretty 90%.
Yeah. Usually those like cancer adverts with fucking Wogan on them.
Terry Wogan.
Yeah.
I think the Bob Monkhouse one, son.
Am I thinking of the Monkhouse ones? Am I?
Bob Monkhouse.
Yeah, are they deep fakes? Yeah.
I guess, but I don't know. Bob, let me Google this.
He didn't die that long ago, though, so that could have been filmed like.
I'm thinking of the Bob Monkhouse. Why am I getting Terry Wogan then?
Bob Monkhouse was on the ad campaign for him as well when he
was. He was. I'm thinking of the wrong person, and Gareth, you've put me on the right track. It was Bob Monkhouse.
Campaign.
So did he do those adverts before he died, or?
I would think so.
I don't know. They did it
because they still show adverts on telly that are years old, so it's not in the realms of out of the realms of possibility, rather, that he done.
Oh no, but he's like, I wish I did it, or something like that.
Yeah,
like it's like I wish I got screened, and they'd be like, oh, that's grim.
Yeah.
But it's like, how the fuck did they do that? Like, it's proper. Yeah. There we go.
Well, you can go on YouTube and see like Joe Rogan deepfakes and stuff, and they can make people say whatever they want as long as there's enough footage of you online talking. They can do anything, but they're like
scary, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah. But there were rumors that I think it was by one of Biden's speeches that he weren't even there at the time, but like they had him on screen. I don't know. It's moving into territory that I'm not 100% sure on. But yeah, they reckon one of his speeches was deepfaked because he's just losing his marbles, to be fair.
Oh, Christ.
To be fair, I've seen videos of, was it the video of Joe Biden without the teleprompter?
Ooh, it's rough, no?
Yeah.
It's rough.
Have you guys ever thought of, when you see Christmas and it's written as Xmas?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that that's someone trying to take the Christ out of Christmas, or have you thought that it's just?
I personally don't understand why Christmas isn't pronounced as Christmas. I don't understand that. I probably should be Christmas, shouldn't it?
It's like breakfast, isn't it? It's like breakfast.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. But
I don't think anybody actually said
words evolved, don't they? Like breaking fast, break your fast, breakfast, and in accents and stuff, obviously. Right, it's the same with Christmas. The Mass of Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Chrysler,
Merry Chrysler,
Merry Chrysler.
When did the X start play though? When did the X start getting put it in instead?
Is it now Roman numerals on the 10th Christmas they introduced it?
So
that true? That can't be true.
No, it's not true.
It's got to be an American thing, Xmas.
Right. So
Oh.
the
Let's
term
do that.
Xmas dates back to the 1100s, believe it or not.
Is it
Where
Christ on a cross? Is that?
It was Christianity was spelt it's like Zianity, so Xianity.
Oh, right, okay.
And that was so it was in like chi in Greek is the first letter. Was it X or chi in Greek is the first letter of Christ. So X means Christ, basically. So writing Xmas, you're not actually taking Christ out of Christmas. You are writing Christ in a different language. Or
so it's not Xmas then. When people say Xmas, like it's basically like us saying Samhain.
yeah, yeah, basically butchering a pronunciation essentially.
What is that a thing then? That people think that it's taking the Christ out of Christmas? Is that a thing? Because I can imagine the internet kicking.
My growing up, my mother hated me writing it as Xmas because of that reason. So I imagine, I guess, coming from a Catholic family, people don't really like it that much because it looks like you're taking Christ out of Christmas. And a lot of people thought it was, like Sean said, the cross, Christ cross, whatever, crisscross. It's not though. In 1551, the holiday was called, I can't pronounce that. I'm guessing this is Chi. Is Chitemas?
Chitemas.
Xtemmas. But that was eventually shortened to just Xmas, So yeah, so it's not, you're not actually taking the Christ out of Christmas if you're writing Xmas. So if any religious person calls you out on it, spit that fact at them. That's what you got to do.
So long story short, it's Latin,
Greek.
I'm not even Greek.
Yeah.
Ugh. What's the difference between a gyros and a kebab? Huh? Since you're talking about Greeks. What's the difference between a gyros and a gyros and a kebab? What's the difference?
What a gyros is?
It's like a fucking kebab.
There's a gangster called Ross.
No. Gyros. What up, Gyros, my man? No, but it's like, it's, in my experience, a gyros is a kebab with chips in it. This is from Cardiff. This is from my limited Cardiff life. You order a gyros from a place called Gyros in Cardiff. It's basically a kebab, vegetarian version for me, and stuffed with chips. But I was just like, what? Other people had them with lamb and all the rest of it. I was like, what is the difference? It just looks like it's a fucking kebab, if you ask me. But I'm ignorant white boy, so like I'd love to know the difference. I generally don't know. I thought someone might know, but here I am digging myself out of a hole again. There we go.
It's become somewhat of a feature of SteegCast, Sean, I'll be honest. You digging yourself out of holes that you put yourself in halfway through an episode. It's quite common. Yeah, I've only got one more small fact, and this one's actually a pretty cool one that I came across. During World War II, the United States playing card company joined forces with American and British intelligence agencies to create a very special deck of cards. They gave them out as Christmas gifts, and that also helped Allied prisoners of war escape POW camps. Individual cards peeled apart when moistened to reveal maps of escape routes.
Yeah, that's cool.
How bonkers is that?
Absolutely.
That's like something you see in a fucking film, like. But
it's like something out of a James Bond novel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not even a crap film, like a legit mental spy novel. Like it's like, oh, we've hidden these like inside there. Yeah, it's cool.
So on the topic of films, I reckon that the greatest Christmas film of all time is Die Hard. And anyone who says otherwise is wrong, in my personal opinion. Why is it the greatest Christmas film of all time? Well,
Sorry, already just asking yourself these questions.
So, famously, Bruce Willis has said that Die Hard isn't a Christmas film. He said that it is not a Christmas film, and it is an action film, not a Christmas film. However, even though he is the lead character in this film, he is wrong. Die Hard is set at Christmas time. It's set at Christmas time. It's on Christmas Eve. There's Christmas decorations everywhere. There's Christmas carols played throughout. Evidently, Christmas period, Christmas film. It's the template for the modern action movie. In a lot of ways, and I'm not just giving credit to Die Hard on that. You got the other films like Lethal Weapon and a couple of other Van Damme films have got that moniker, but I digress. That is not Christmas themed. There's a lot of Christmas jokes and Christmas anecdotes said throughout the film, like ho ho ho, I have a machine gun. That's it's the big gun he's written on his t-shirt. I could go in here actually. Oh no, it's on my other one. It's on my other shirt. I got two Die Hard jumpers, believe it or not. So. Yeah, and when you see Die Hard on TV, like if you see Die Hard on TV in the middle of the year, you think of Christmas when you see Die Hard 1. You do. I don't care what people say. You think of Die Hard when you think of Christmas when you see Die Hard 1. Definitely. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a Christmas film. It's a Christmas film. It's the best Christmas film. There's so many good quotes in this film. There are a lot of quotes. Obviously, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker being the most famous of them all. But you go, welcome to the party, pal. Now I know what a TV dinner feels like. And there's a number of them. And I'll probably be corrected on this, but there's a number of popular Christmas films that I don't think have a lot of quotes. Like, off the top of my head, trying to think of popular
Home Alone, perhaps, Home Alone, I'd say. Other than that,
Christmas films. Elf always gets so. I hate Elf.
Elf is quotable.
Yeah, but what are the quotes?
I don't know. Insert random Will Ferrell bullshit.
Like, can you you think of Die Hard? What do you think of?
You can think of millions of quotes from Home Alone.
Far more quotable. Absolutely. I know. I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying. Definitely.
What about the Grinch? You can quote the Grinch. I'm going to ruin Christmas, you little fucks. What about is Night Before Christmas? Is that a Halloween film or a Christmas film?
Good question.
It's a bad, overrated Tim Burton film, but let's not go there. There's just on those two. Is it Christmas or Halloween? Both. Cleverly cashed in on both really close together holidays that you don't realize are close together until you get older. But,
I guess it's more marketed towards Christmas, though, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so, because he becomes Santa Claus when they kidnap Santa.
Sandy Claus, isn't it?
Santa Claus, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the common misconception with Die Hard is the franchise isn't Christmas based. Like Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2 are set at Christmas, but the rest aren't.
Die Hard 2 is really not that good.
So you don't think it's an action movie just set in Christmas? You think it's just a Christmas movie disguised as an action film?
No, I think it's an action Christmas film.
An action Christmas film?
Yeah,
what about
Christmas action film?
What's the one with Schwarzenegger in it? He's trying to get that fucking toy for his kid.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. That was
a cracking film, yeah.
That's the Last Action Hero, but that's not it. It's a different film.
No, it's not that one. That's a different film altogether. But yeah, Jingle All the Way is a great film. I do like that film. But no, Die Hard, it's a different Christmas film. Normally with Christmas films, it's always sort of family, happy-go-lucky, you're downtrodden, and then in the end it's all happy. Now in Die Hard, in the end it's all happy, but everyone dies as well. So it's got that.
A lot of murder. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're Russian.
They're terrorists. It's fine.
It's fine.
Why the fuck does Alan Rickman play that terrorist? It makes no sort of logical sense. Like,
I've only got Eclairs left.
Is it because he's? I don't know. Oh, get it, man, out of Eclairs.
I've only got Eclairs left. If anyone wants them.
You've only got Eclairs left. Oh shit! Don't throw the Eclairs out, man.
I don't want them.
They melt in the mouth goodness, like the Eclairs.
This section of the cast reminds me of I think only Burrell knows, but Community, that Who's the Boss episode where Abed teaches a class on Who's the Boss.
Bed.
Reminds me of that. Who's the boss? Julia's the boss. Anyway.
But yeah, Die Hard is the best Christmas film. You won't change my mind, and if you think otherwise, you're wrong. It's a love story. It's an action story.
It's a love
Alan
story.
Rickman and Bruce Willis, hands down, best Christmas film of all time.
Is his wife in any of the other films?
Holly. Yeah, she's in the second one.
Is she? I can't remember. I'm drawing huge blanks on the second one. All I remember is that plane full of British people crashing and nobody cares. And then it's like
led by the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah, Colin Meaney. Yeah, he's what was he in Star Trek? Fuck, what's his name? O'Brien. Brian, is it Chief O'Brien?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, fucking. He's in Layer Cake as well. Good. He's a good actor. He's in Con Air.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like one of the ground guys trying to bring down. Him and John Cusack trying to bring down the plane full of weirdos.
Do you remember on a night out where we watched Die Hard in a pub, but obviously in silence? The film was the film was silent.
I used to have all the time.
This is the great thing.
You know, you go to a club like Metros or something. Well, funny enough, it was on in Metros and in any other pub.
Yeah.
You go to like a nightclub and they'll just playing, and we watched pretty much watched Die Hard, in silence within a club surrounding.
Did you just admit to going to Metros on air?
Nothing wrong with going to Metros. So that's why I think Die Hard is the best Christmas film anyway. It is in my eyes. But what's your guys' favorite Christmas films and TV shows, or TV moments even? There's been a few.
We've got one enthusiastic Home Alone. I'm not necessarily like that kind of person, to be honest. I don't. Nah.
What are you off, son? I don't know, man. I like the Simpsons Christmas one's pretty good. Like the first ever episode of The Simpsons was accidentally the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Not that one in particular. But that's the badger.
Yeah.
I had that in book form, actual book. You turn the pages, show you all the different scenes and stuff. It's just like a comic version of it, I guess, in hardback. The Bone Storm episode of The Simpsons. That's a good, that's a Christmas one. Then there's the one when Bart melts the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one as well. But I don't know. I try to think what else has had Christmas episodes.
Oh, Futurama with the Santa.
Oh shit, Santa, yeah.
A lot of Christmas stuff has got the musical element, which I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest.
I'm just thinking of my favorite TV shows, and none of them have really done Christmas stuff. I think this is a Christmas episode of The Sopranos, but it's just incidental where the season kind of was filmed. Yeah. So there's a Christmas episode, but it's not like a Christmas special or anything. It just happens to be Christmas.
One of my favorite TV moments is Behind Me, the Mr. Bean Christmas. I think it's brilliant. Like how he gives him, he hangs stockings up the night before, and he gets up, it's a sock basically that he hangs up. He gets up, opens the sock, and it's the matching sock from the one he had up. I was just like, fuck's sake, this is brilliant. And then he gives...
He write cards to himself and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. And it's the same card, just on a string going across the room, And he gives Teddy eyes for Christmas, is the one as well. Just fucking yanks him in his thing as well. Yeah, I love Mr. Bean. And the whole caroling thing where he ends up conducting the orchestra outside the Christmas tree in the town centre, and when the guy walks off, he starts doing jazz with them, and he's doing like that, and they're playing jazz music at this Christmas thing. It's brilliant. He ends up taking home the town centre Christmas tree as well, which that episode's just fantastic. It's British comedy gold. Anyone should watch that episode this Christmas if you want a good laugh. Like, because Mr. Bean is just fantastic, and obviously that moment as well with the turkey. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Like. But Guy, you said I know you're a big Home Alone fan, and you've talked about Home Alone in the past on the cast.
Past of the cast.
Past of the cast.
Yeah. What about it? What about it?
Oh my god.
Jeez. All right.
We always watch like
that's Damien.
You did me from that because you're like, get Home Alone. Like, yeah. What about it? What about Home Alone?
We watch it every Christmas.
What do you say on Home Alone?
Yes, every Christmas, man. That and Harry Potter, and also Elf. in my previous, where I lived with my parents, we had the Santa Claus movie. Santa Claus.
Is there that one with Bruce Willis as a snowman as well?
No. Are you thinking of Jack Frost with Kevin Costner? Is it Kevin Costner?
Maybe, I don't know. Is like a father and he turns into a snowman?
Yeah, that's Jack Frost. Sure. Jack Frost. That's fucking horrendous. Yeah. No, this is like the Santa Claus movie. So it's just called Santa Claus. It's got I don't know. It's fucking Santa.
Buzz Lightyear, son.
Sorry.
Are you talking another one with the guy who played the Buzz Lightyear fella, Tim Allen?
No, that's the Santa Claus with an E. That isn't it? That's like a dad that becomes Santa. Yeah. No, but this is literally Santa. But I don't know. All the kids lose faith in Christmas and they can't power his sleigh anymore. And then this elf has built like a fucking rocket to go on the sleigh. It sounds just like Elf, actually. But
sounds like American Gods, son.
I've not seen American Gods has been one of those things on my watch list for about fucking 4 years. So I haven't seen American Gods. I don't think Neil Gaiman had a hand in the original Santa Claus tale. But there we go.
It was the original Santa Claus. What was his name?
Saint Nick.
No, the actor. He played the elf, the lead elf.
Yeah, the lead elf was the guy. He was the famous guy in it. They also had the guy from Third Rock from the Sun, smoking cigars all the time. He was like the bad guy in this movie. It's like an 80s movie.
Alec Baldwin.
What did you say, guy?
John Lithgow from Third Rock from the Sun, is it? John Lithgow?
I think so. Let me find out. He also played the Trinity Killer, I think, in Dexter.
I thought to myself, but can anyone actually?
It must be him, man. Must be that John Lithgow, yeah.
And the famous guy was Dudley Moore, by the way.
It's Santa Claus the movie. Dudley Moore was the Santa Claus the movie 1985. It was Dudley Moore was the one. Muppets Christmas Carol as well. Santa Claus. John Lithgow was BZ, the bad guy. Yeah, it was John Lithgow. Yeah.
Good actor he is.
Yeah, 1985. Terrible movie. But that's what we always used to watch every Christmas, like, you know, that one. Muppets Christmas Carols, I get it. There's also like a Christmas. I think the Three Ghosts, that visit Scrooge. There's one with is it Tom Hanks Scrooge? That's a good one. What am I thinking? Bill Murray. Bill Murray. That's the one. Scrooge.
That's fairly new.
Yeah.
And you get all those ghosts coming to see him. This proper fucking freaked me out when I was a kid. That did. I'm trying to find it. Scrooge, 1988. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, fuck.
I do like the Grinch though, the Jim Carrey Grinch. I thought that was a good film. I enjoyed that.
That's absolute nonsense, isn't it? That one.
It's fantastic. It was Dr. Seuss's wife when they signed over the rights to the Grinch to, I can't remember what studio it was. There was a clause in there that said if you make the Grinch film, if you make the Grinch film, either what was it? Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Bill Murray as well. No, it wasn't Bill Murray. It was one of like the big sort of comedy actors. I know Robin Williams and Jim Carrey were definitely two names on that list, on the short list. only those people were allowed to play them, or an actor that showed those qualities, and that was in the contract. So they kind of had to. Going with Jim Carrey, obviously, met that. But I thought that was quite interesting. That he had a vision already of the actor that was going to play.
Tobey Maguire, is it?
Hi, Tobey Maguire. Yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
Where's Dancing Emo Fringe? Anyway, so we're going to go on to our quiz now, which Gareth has prepared, I think.
Bizzles Big Christmas Quizzle.
Yeah. So, yeah, Gar, when you're ready, but take it away.
Yeah. So this is Bizzles Big Christmas Quizzle. Ready? You could play along at home as well, or obviously as you're watching, whatever you want to do. Yeah, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First question. Whose is the first voice that you hear on Band Aid's 1984 single, Do They Know It's Christmas Time? As in, who sings the first line?
Sting.
Is it?
I'm a fucking Scooby.
Is it Boy George?
I'll take your answers first. What's your answer?
No idea.
Boy George.
Richard said Boy George.
Rich said Boy George.
What?
Rich said Boy George.
Rich said Boy George, yeah.
I had Sting.
I have no idea.
Tom's saying Sting. And Sean is passing by the looks.
No clue. Absolutely no clue.
The answer.
Bono.
Ready for the answer?
Go for it, then.
Yeah. The answer is Paul Young.
Ooh, the fuck is Paul Young?
He sings the theme tune on Plane, Trains, and Automobiles, actually. So. Song. Yeah. Yeah. Second question. I should be making a note of this.
I'll keep a note if you want. I can do that.
Yeah. Who's keeping the note?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So nobody's got anything yet.
Second question. Which famous US political figure makes a cameo appearance in Home Alone 2?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
3 Trumps? Yeah, that's a point for everybody. Okay.
Yeah, one everyone.
Question 3. What is the biggest selling at the time of going to press Christmas song of all time?
White Christmas.
Go and say White Christmas?
Yeah, I'd say White Christmas.
It's a Mariah Carey song, I think, is it? I don't know. I don't know the name of them.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Mariah Carey. That one.
So we've got 2 White Christmases and 1 Mariah Carey.
I believe so. That sounds like a themed burgers or something. You're taking our order.
The correct answer is indeed Bing Crosby's White Christmas for this.
Shit, then.
Good.
It's not even a good song.
Mariah Carey let me down again.
I think, Tom, she has the most streams.
Is it?
What the fuck does that account for? Nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know about streamed. I'm talking about like physical sales.
Yeah.
Is that a thing now? Physical sales?
Yeah, so it's always going to be White Christmas then. Because sales are no more.
Question 4. Which member of the Simpson family, as in The Simpsons, delivered Channel 4's alternative Christmas message in the year 2004? We're looking for a member of The Simpsons.
Fuck, Lisa. No idea. I didn't know that was a thing. But Lisa.
Mo. I don't know.
Mo?
Mo.
Mo Sizzler.
I'm going to go with Homer.
Okay, 1 Homer, 1 Lisa, and 1 Mo.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't confirm the correct answer was Marge Simpson. She did the alternative Christmas message broadcast on Channel 4 in 2004.
That's a tough one, though. It's fair play. It's a good quiz.
Or taking a stab in the dark at hundreds of cast members. Yeah, it's fucking solid. Like, no one has seen that, right? Surely not.
Oh,
There we go.
It is on YouTube. I watched it yesterday, actually. Ready for the question 5?
Born ready.
Question 5. In the TV show Friends, I repeat, the TV show Friends, what does Ross entertain his son with when he can't get his hands on a Santa Claus outfit?
Oh, fuck.
Dick.
No, I know this. Because these are always on in the house. I hate Friends. I hate it. Is it that I Like Big Butts song? I like big butts in a kennel. Isn't it that?
Well, we're looking for which character or what does he dress up as instead? Then basically, so he doesn't dress up as Father Christmas. Who or what does he dress up as?
In that case, I have no fucking idea.
Any clue? Anyone know?
I'm going to wait for those two to answer first.
Okay. Richard knows.
I know.
No, I don't even know. Fucking dinosaur.
One dinosaur, one don't know.
Armadillo.
That's correct. He dresses up as the holiday armadillo.
Yeah.
So that's 1 point for Richard.
It's close.
There's one bit where they can't get the baby to like chill though, and they're singing I like big butts and all that, and the baby's like loving it.
That's right. I don't think that's a Christmas episode. Though, is
No,
it?
I have no idea. No idea.
No, you're right on that one. Oh yeah.
So Rich gets another point then. 10 out of 10.
Richard. Question 6. I repeat, question 6. Which actor plays Ebenezer Scrooge in The Muppets Christmas Carol?
Oh, fuck. Is it Michael Caine? I don't know. I should know this. I'm going to look this up, but I'm not going to say. My guess is Michael Caine. It's not.
He gives the answer.
I'm not going to say. I just needed to know for my own sanity. I was like proper, like, what you call it, Mandela in myself.
Well, we've got 2 Michael Caines.
2 Michael Caines and 1 Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield promising, is he?
No.
Yeah. Are they your final answers?
No, I didn't say Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I heard him say it. Rich said it.
Andrew Garfield.
I'm gonna say. Can't be. What's his name? Christopher
Walken.
No, what's the guy from Back to the Future's name? Christopher what?
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I don't think it is.
Marty, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time, Marty.
Yeah.
Right. So we got 1 Christopher Lloyd, 1 Michael Caine, and 1.
I'm going for Christopher Lee, actually.
Christopher Lee. Dracula's Christmas.
Are your final answers, might I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. I can confirm the actor plays Ebenezer Scrooge in The Muppets Christmas Carol is Michael Caine.
No, he's right.
1 point for Thorne Jenkins, brother.
Cheers, lads.
Right, here we go then. We can move on to another musical Christmas related one. I got a feeling everybody's going to know this one though. In a 2009 online campaign to keep the X Factor from the Christmas #1 top spot,
it's fucking
rock band found themselves at the UK Christmas #1 that year.
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine, Joel McHenry off the #1 spot.
Rage Against
I voted. The first only time I bought a Christmas single.
Well, what was that guy?
Who kept him off that top spot again, Nat?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, Rage.
3 Rage Against the Machines?
3 Rages.
3 Rage Against the Machines is absolutely correct. Of course it is. With the hit song, what's the song called again? What was the song called?
Killing in the Name.
Killing in the Name of.
Yeah. Killing in the Name of.
Killing in the Name. There's no of. It's just killing in the name.
Deep Now in the Fire, wasn't that? Was it? Wasn't
I remember my grandparents being disappointed in the British public. So that's not a Christmas song. So.
Yeah, it's sensitive though. It's fucking pointless. Absolutely pointless. Oh, there we go. We're not going to play it on the radio, are they? But there we go.
So that's a point for everybody there, by the way, Sean.
Yeah, got it down. Everyone's got a point.
Okay, here we go. Slightly off topic for you, just a general question for everybody. What is your star sign if you was born on Christmas Day?
Oh, fuck. No idea. No idea. Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Capricorn?
One Capricorn. Okay. One don't know.
Squid.
One squid.
I was born under the sign of the mother, the crone.
The brood mother.
No idea.
Someone just guess anyone. You may as well.
Cancer then. Cancer.
Sagittarius.
Okay, so one Sagittarius, one Cancer, one Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't confirm Richard is right. It would be Capricorn.
Little motherfucker.
That's 1 point for Uncle Richard.
Looking ahead. Point has been recorded.
Okay. Question 9 out of 10 questions. 10 possible questions here. In the 1996 Christmas comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle All the Way, what is the name of the toy
Bollocks.
Son wanted and Arnold was so desperate to get his hands on?
No. Is it like Mega Man or
Shit.
fuck?
When we were talking about this earlier, I had the name in my head and it's gone out of it.
Did mention it. We're looking for the name of the toy / action figure. 1 point.
Not Googling. I'm Googling it because I don't know it. I'm not going to say I've already put my hand up to say that I don't know. But now that I've seen it, I want to kill myself.
No, ask the dog, son.
Turbo Man. Something like that's got to be in there.
What was Tom saying, sorry?
Turbo Man. Something.
One Turbo Man.
I'm going to say Turbo Man as well.
2 Turbo Mans.
Well, I can't say Turbo Man now because I just Googled it. But it is Turbo Man.
Is it Turbo Man?
Yeah.
These people got no imagination, like.
So I fucked myself out of a point there.
I got 2 points for Turbo Man there then, son.
I fucked myself out of a Turbo Man.
Turbo Man it is, yes. Turbo Man. Moving on to our final question. Question 10. Now, in the original 1990 Home Alone film, which city did Kevin's family go to on their Christmas occasion, leaving him at home alone to defend his house from the wet bandits? So, where did they vacation to? Which city are we looking at? Where did they go?
Wyoming.
Yeah. LA. Fuck knows. All I know is far away because he's East Coast, isn't he, Kevin? He's near New York. So, like...
Kevin was in Chicago, I believe.
Really? Yeah. Joe Pesci's a very unconvincing Chicago. He sounds like a fucking Italian New Yorker. Like, they're in Chicago. I have no idea then. No clue. Maybe the holiday destination was New York in that case.
So I thought that they went to New York, but I know in the second film he's in New York. But I in my head it was like I thought he flew to Paris or something. But I could be wrong on that. So I'm just going to say New York.
What, New York?
I said New York as well.
2 New Yorks for Kevin's family's Christmas vacation. We've got 2 New Yorks.
Seattle.
1 Seattle. Is that your final answer, everybody?
Couldn't sleep. Yeah.
Okay. I can't confirm it. This is for our final question. This wraps up our Christmas quiz. Kevin's family went on vacation to Paris.
I was Paris.
You should have tried it there.
I second guessed myself, though. There we go.
So that's our Christmas quiz.
Okay.
So the scores then. In third place is Tom with 3 points. In second place is myself with 4 points. And the winner is Richard with 6 points.
Christmas champion, boys.
Proper. So select that.
Oh, cheers for that, guy. That was a good quiz. I quite enjoyed that.
Thank you. It was a good quiz. I enjoyed that.
It was a nice festive.
No favourite.
Aye. I can't believe I second guessed myself on the Home Alone thing. I knew it was Paris. I don't know. I think it was. I was thinking of the second film too much. I think was why I said New York. But there we go. But yeah, that's that wraps up our Christmas episode.
Wraps it up nicely.
Nice pun.
So I will say as well, at the time of this going to air, which I think we're aiming for the 20th of December, it would have gone, the 2-year anniversary of SteegCast would have been and gone by now, which is the 11th of December. So SteegCast is officially 2 years old, which is absolutely mental to think about, because we didn't think they would last we didn't think it'd last a month, to be fair. But you know,
I think it lasts a month, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, we've kept this thing going, and we do just want to thank everyone who does listen. And we've seen the nice thing about it is, over these 2 years that we've been a cast, especially me, because I look at all the stats and everything of this, I can see just like the rise of like views and watches we get on YouTube as well. So it's really cool to see that people watch us, and you know, like what we do basically. So yeah, thanks to everyone that does that. And hopefully through the new year now, COVID permitting, we can get more content out, get some more comedy shorts out, get some more music interviews out, and also, more importantly, get some more podcast episodes out on audio form. So that'd be brilliant. But yeah, again, this is it for the Christmas episode of SteegCast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the new year.